Hello Internet and welcome to Stochastic Plastic. Today we are taking a look at the Transformers Robots in Disguise Warrior Class Grimlock. And here he is, mostly in black plastic with a number of parts molded in green. A couple paint apps here and there, some gold, some orange and blue on the face. A few black paint apps on green plastic. Not too bad overall. Let's see, when he stands totally upright, he measures just about 5 inches to the top of his head. For size scale comparisons, here he is next to the Green Hunter Beetleborg. Green Hunter is a bit taller than Grimlock. And here's another comparison next to the 10th anniversary Beast Wars Megatron. Obviously Megatron is quite a bit larger, but you know, Megatron is an Ultra class, I believe. And Grimlock is, of course, the new Warrior class, which pretty much replaced the Deluxe class. Here's his little scanning symbol. You can scan that and play the app game on your phone or device. And that's mostly it for robot mode. The molding is really nice. He's got the right amount of detail, I think, for the aesthetic they're going for with these new sort of simplified molds. A couple like neat little vent lines here and there. Not nearly as detailed as some other robots of this size that we've seen before. For articulation, he's got a shoulder rotation and pivot. He's got kind of a wrist swivel, but that's part of the transformation. It folds in. Other than that, the wrist is pretty stationary. He's got a neck joint, so he can take a look left and right. He's got the double pivot hips and a swivel thigh and a soft ratcheted knee and a little bit of a toe joint that's part of the transformation. He's got active ratcheting elbows, but they feel super fragile, and I'm really afraid that I'm going to break them. You can see the ratchet moving inside the elbow there as I move it. So I would definitely recommend being very gentle when moving the arms at the elbows. Other than that, nothing in the waist. Other than that, that's about it. One thing I did notice is you can pop his head off quite easily, just off this little peg. It's not glued in there or anything at all, which I found to be sort of surprising and lame, but whatever. His head sculpt is pretty nice, though, I would say. It appears to be reasonably show accurate. So that's about it for robot mode. You can get a little bit of posability out of him. Not anything super amazing, but you can get something kind of cool, I would say. Not too bad. So let's get into the transformation. The transformation is pretty straightforward. I hope I'm not breaking this. Oh, it feels so bad. Also, the joints are not that tight on the elbows, despite the ratchets. They're pretty floppy in between the ratchet points. So why even have a ratchet if it's still going to be floppy like that? Who knows? Anyway, for transformation, I like to start by ripping his arms out of his chest at the shoulders and stretching them out. You sort of got to move these other arms forward as you stretch out this part. Then you're in some sort of weird in-between mode. Flip the robot or the dino head up to cover the robot head. For the legs, you just flip the tail out, pop that together, then kind of straighten it. Pull out the side of the legs and flip that around to the front. And the easiest way to do this is to just rotate the tail back until you get the right clearance. Then you can rotate it forward again. And now these arm parts that we pulled out before will swivel down and tab in on both sides. Swivel and tab. Then tuck in those feet that are now his shoulder blades. Turn the legs around and fold in the robot mode hands on both sides. And now you've got Grimlock in his T-Rex mode. Grimlock in his T-Rex mode is pretty cool. Sort of a different style of T-Rex than we're used to for Grimlock in recent years. Pretty good. His T-Rex arms are pretty uninspired, I would say. Just one simple piece. Pretty much all it can do is rotate. It's on a ball joint, but that doesn't really give him much articulation. The legs, which used to be the arms, are now down here and have the same articulation that the arms had, except for the wrist, which is now gone. No articulation in the tail, but he does have this fun jaw-chomping mechanism, so that's pretty fun. Me, Grimlock. And he's got a couple nice paint apps on his dino mode head. Probably could benefit from some more, but it's enough that you're not really missing anything, I would say. And you can still see that, which is not really accurate, but it is what it is. Again, though, still floppy down here. I don't like that. That's a bad thing, Hasbro. Not cool. Other than that, though, Grimlock is pretty fun. He doesn't come with any accessories, but I guess maybe he doesn't need them because he's sort of a smashing, brawling Hulk type of character, and weapons would just slow him down. So, in his dino mode, Grimlock stands only about 3.5 inches tall, which is not very big, but he is roughly 6 inches long. That's about it for Transformers Robots in Disguise Warrior Class Grimlock. Not a whole lot to him, but he is pretty fun. He's got a nifty little transformation. He's a pretty good representation of the character that I think we're going to see in the show. So I would definitely recommend picking him up if you see him. Just be sure to be careful of the fragile seeming ratcheting joints here when transforming and or playing with him. Other than that, though, this has been Stochastic Plastic taking a look at Transformers Robots in Disguise Warrior Class Grimlock. If you liked this review, please like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching, and have a good day.